Hey guys, it's Macadoenzie. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. I am so sorry I have been gone for a week. I had filmed a Equestrian Play Star Stables for the first time video, and I lost literally all of my footage and had to do a bunch of computer updates, but I promise you that's super rare. I'm back, things are back to normal. And today, Miss Ruthie and I are preparing to film our level 1 Parelli assessment. As you can see, she is leaving in her stall because she has bad habits and she thinks she's about to go out to the pasture. She knows we're about to go play or go do something, so she's a little bit excited, ready to go. So while Javier is dragging the arena, we're just gonna do a little bit of quick warm-up over on the side of the barn to get ready to hopefully be able to quickly film our Parelli Level 1 assessment today. All right, let's get you haltered and ready to go, Tony. All right, the arena is officially dragged. It's time to go down and film our Parelli Level 1 assessment.
To do the Parelli auditions, you have to pass a variety of tests, making sure that you check off things from all of the 7 friendly games, or the 7 games. Just the 7 games, I think. But anyways, right now what I'm doing is I'm just playing the friendly game, throwing the stick and string over her back, rubbing her with rhythm to the best of my ability. Sometimes I'm a little bit rhythmless, actually. Plot twist. Ruthie's a little bit distracted by the Christmas music playing in the background, but she's not really worried about the sticker string on her legs, over her back. None of that seems to be really bothering her. Now I move to the porcupine game, getting her to yield her hindquarters. I was really proud here that she did this at about a level 1, which I thought was super good for the amount of pressure that I had to put on. Then I'm just going and doing the same thing from the other side with the porcupine game. Took her a second to kind of realize what we were doing and wake up for this direction. Not super perfect, but not super terrible. Now I just lead her off to go ahead and start our next exercise, which is yielding the 4 quarters with the porcupine game. I thought she did fairly well keeping her back in pretty still that time. Then I rubbed it to a stop, switching to do it from the other direction. Oop! Took a forward step, so I stopped her, backed her up a step, and then I kind of accidentally go off frame here as I get her to do another yield of the 4/4, which she actually did much better on that one naturally because I didn't catch it. Now that she did good with that, we walked off to now practice some of our yo-yo game. So here I am backing her at about a phase 1. And then I let her stand out there, think about it, and have time to be an independent pony. And I draw her back to me. I give her the head scritches that she likes so much. And drive her out again. Again, trying my best to stay at a level 1 of pressure. Phase 1, level 1. I don't know, I mix up my English a lot of times. Now I'm driving her out onto the circling game. I'm just kind of asking her to stay out a little bit. She likes to kind of creep into my space when I first ask her to go out on the circle. And I let her do her first lap at a walk. Then I ask her to pick up the trot. Trying to stay as neutral with my body language and my stick and string as I possibly can. And she has a nice little relaxed trot going. I really liked how she was circling. And then I thought she had a bug on her or something, but it honestly could have been Ruthie having a Ruthie moment. And then when she kind of went around once more after that little excitement, I sent her out the other way. As you can see, she had some thoughts about that. I just kind of bring my circle a little bit more in the frame. I know traveling circles aren't really in level 1 technically, but we have practiced them a little bit. And then I go ahead and yield her and bring her in. Now we practice a little bit of the sending game and the squeeze game over a jump. I get her to pick up the trot. Super proud of her for getting that the first go round. And come back and do it the other direction. She got really excited about that yield there and that quick turn after that jump. I let her stand there, think about it for a bit, threw the stick and string over her back, and then we kind of walk off. Oh, I backed her first. Sorry. Now we kind of walk off. I throw the stick and string over her back a bit. She saw the horses getting turned out. I yielded her and just kind of getting her to come back to me after the excitement of jumping and now horses are turning out. We take a nice little stroll along the rail. I zoomed in here so you guys could see a little bit better because the angle was super zoomed out because I'm at the far corner of the arena. But once I threw the stick and string over her back for a bit, gave her some scratches, yielded her some, she's much more calm. We come to the rail to start practicing some of our sideways game. So I'm just sending her around me here and to the rail. And then making that L formation with my arms and sending her sideways. This way she did kind of lag a bit with her hind end. I would have liked to see her a little bit more parallel, but I did like that. So there I just threw the stick and string over her back as a release for a break. She thought we were changing directions. I said, no, still going this way. Asked her to get going again. And we're back on the exercise. Threw the stick and string over her back, rubbed her to a stop. I sent her around me to then practice the sideways in the other direction. Took a second for her hind end to catch up there, definitely lagging a bit, and then we get a little straighter, but not perfect. Much better at the end there, though, with those last couple steps. And I threw the stick over the back, give her a couple scratches to release her from that. Then we walk up a bit to practice some of our driving game with yielding the forequarters and the hindquarters. Yielding her forequarters driving is so hard for me because she's kind of long and it's a lot of body to catch up with. So I'm like struggling to try to stay in front of the drive line, which I think is super funny. Definitely I slip position sometimes, and Ruthie is a tattletale and lets you know with how she'll pop out her shoulder, or, you know, the Ruthie things that baby horses like to do. I thought that this direction yield was a little bit better, but then we lost a shoulder. But I thought that was a lot smoother than the other direction. So then I'm just coming in and I'm yielding the hindquarters with the driving game. Doing both directions, rubbing to a stop. Or I might have relaxed to a stop. I don't know, let's see. Oops, still going because we didn't cross under. Yes, rubbing to a stop here. And then we went over to the pile of jump standards in the corner to practice some of our squeeze game with a rail. Or in this case, scary white jump standards. But naturally, Ruthie, being the sweetheart she is, doesn't really care about the jump standards, and it was more me making sure she was paying attention to me during the pattern and not anticipating it. So here I backed her a couple of steps. Just because I felt like she was rushing me through the pattern, and then I sent her back through. She was relaxed through the exercise and still listening to me fairly well, so I really liked how she went through this little squeeze exercise here. And then here I am just adjusting her to kind of trot up to the camera to finish the video for our level 1 audition, and also to have her trot beside me. So I like to kind of let her know that we're about to jog and almost pick it up straight from the walk, like me jogging. And then we jog right on up. I slow to a walk. And we take a couple steps back. And voila, that is our submission for our Parelli Level 1 audition.
Alrighty, you guys, I hope y'all enjoyed my Parelli Level 1 assessment. I think Miss Ruthie did such a great job for being my very amazing baby horse, and I hope to see you guys in my next video. If you're not already, please do hit that subscribe button. It really does help me out, and also follow me on my Instagram, which is @MackenzieK_equestrian. I would love to chat with some of you guys out there, and I'll see y'all in my next video. Love y'all. Bye.